the light really shows my friend should come because the next household party won't be an artist, it will be an experience.
Practice that in the toilet. Okay, welcome to another episode of Revelry Podcast. Today we have special guest, Doppelgangerz brothers. Here we go. Okay, man, it's all good. What do we talk about today, man? Maybe we can talk about how yours first started, lah. And then why Doppelgangerz? You all clearly are not twins, alright?
We are.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
About 4 years apart.
The fuck? I thought like, dude.
Bro, to be honest, like, first thing is, first we are brothers, right? But the hardest part about the whole DJ journey, I feel like, was the name. We couldn't agree on the name.
Yeah.
So like the Doppelgangerz thing was like, he thought of it. I was like, we had so many names. One of it was like what? Cat something like, Mr. Cat or something. It's like, we ran through so many names, but Doppelgangerz makes the most sense. Because like, on our good days, we can look alike. On our good days. But other than that, I think like it's two of us, Doppelgangerz, it just makes sense and it's stuck.
When I first saw you all like couple years ago, how long we know each other? I think I know you at least 4-5 years. Seen you at least 4-5 years. Like, you see pandemic really 2-3 years, right? Yeah. So I've seen you all 2-3 years prior. So that's 4-5 years.
Wow, I saw you when you were still playing at Zoop. And then the first time we actually talked was, I think, Live Mix Maestro, you're one of the judges. Yeah, that was the first time we... I forgot. 2018. That was the first time we talked. We really we spoke.
Yeah, at first I saw you, I'm like, wow, a couple of models.
No, not anymore, bro. 4 years do a lot of damage to me.
Yeah. Wow, dude, COVID is tough, man. And then how do you all like spend your COVID? How was COVID for you all looking like?
COVID, like...
I think you all are one of the... I think 50% of the DJs full-time DJ. 50% they DJ, but then they have a day job. I think you all have a day job also, right? You all do day job also.
I do.
And this one, army, right?
Yeah, currently in the army.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit tough.
Currently in the army, oh my god, it's so young, damn it. Before COVID, you were not in yet lah.
No, unfortunately.
That means you go in during COVID.
Yeah.
That's damn shook. Your army is not gonna...
No. Like when COVID was just about to end, then I enlisted. So I only had a bit of the perks.
Wow. Then prior is just schooling lah.
Yeah, I went to school. I went to LaSalle to study. I did music, audio production. So that's where I think I managed to refine a lot of my skills and actually learn how to make good quality music, I feel. And then right after school, I think I enlisted, like without any time for myself, actually.
Oh, yeah. So you're like juggling between school production and your passion production, I guess.
Yeah, but that isn't really a problem because when I'm in school, right, especially in audio school, I think it's really cool because whatever you make at home, you can just bring it to school to work on it. Actually, it's encouraged for students to do that. Whatever you make, you should bring your projects to school and actually record it properly instead of like bedroom vocals and all that. So we have all the facilities, but I think the biggest problem about school is that all the students, they don't use the facilities as much.
Oh, good for you lah.
Because everybody is like a little lazy. So after lessons, all of us are just like, okay, let's go home.
But I mean, I think you're quite fortunate, right? For LaSalle, you can like, they encourage you, to work on your passion, right? Yeah. But look at Joshua Dillon, his school is like, hey, record hip hop track now. And he's like, what? I working on my big room techno shit, man. So I guess like different school, different mentality. Then speaking at that school angle, right, where you all learn all this stuff, right? And then now freaking AI is gonna take over. What do you think about this, man?
Day job, I'm a writer, copywriter. So I do like copywriting, like consulting, then like SEO stuff. Bro, when the AI came up, I thought I was gonna be out of job soon. So I was just like living my last days. Like ChatGPT is better than me. Like it can come up with so much like shit that I cannot think of.
Yeah.
But end of the day, I think like AI helps you, like if you learn to use it, it's actually a weapon and not like a take over my job kind of thing. Yeah. Because end of the day, you still need someone to read through whatever it gives you to make sure that it's like correct. I call that like not fake news.
Right, concise.
Yeah, and you need to make sure that it's up to the brand guidelines and all that. And only a human writer can do that for now. ChatGPT, I think if you use it properly, it's like a way to give you ideas to help you write the skeleton of it. End of the day,
you just go in and you just make sure everything is perfect and then you use it to your advantage.
I've seen this meme, right, where they basically say that ChatGPT is taking over the art industry, but thank God, that's if the people knows exactly what they want.
Yeah, but I think fortunately for us, none of us know what we want, right? So every 4 years, music trend change also. So every 4 years, we also change what we like.
Yeah.
4 years ago, we were Future House. Today, we are Tech House. I mean, for us,
Yeah.
It's like,
I think you all visit Deep House also, right?
Yeah,
And especially
yeah. That was actually because of his school. So I think his production, for Doppelgangerz, he makes all the music. So maybe I have an idea, I give it to him, but I lost touch with production stuff. So I'm more like armchair stuff.
like Medusa.
No more like DJ Khaled, bro. I just like this song. Then he makes the song. So he does all the technical stuff. He makes all the music. So during COVID, everyone was sad. Then we also discovered people like Ben Boomer, Tin Licker during COVID. So it's like more mellow sounds. So it's like, wow, when you hear these songs, you actually feel something. Like you can be in a room alone, just sitting down and you listen. It's like, wow,
It takes you on a journey.
it really is a journey. Then like, we wanted to make our rendition of it. Because during COVID, if you make like those banging music, you cannot even play it out. There's no chance for you to play it out. So might as well make music that people can listen to at home. That was the idea.
I have a friend that dive into lo-fi. He was like a hard trap producer, right? But he's like, okay, I can like hire this guy to make a lo-fi track for me, right? He will make like 100 songs for me within 3 months. And then I can just post it. Yeah, I can just post it, right? Maybe he and the team, and then he buy the song and then he posts it on Spotify, right? And then it becomes like passive income, right? It's like rental property.
Yeah.
But dude, what do you think about doing that, man? It's like you kind of like doing this for the money kind of angle.
You mean like you pay someone to make the music for you and then you make money out of it?
Yeah.
You still make money in music also. I don't think we make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You can have millions of streams, you make a few dollars.
Yeah.
Best maybe you can go timber, buy chicken rice, that's it.
Yeah. Dude, this guy is making like starting 500 plus per month. Now it's like 1,000 to 1,500 per month.
He does it at big scale, is it?
Yeah. So it's like I'm like, what the hell? How is that even possible? Yeah, it's almost like Airbnb already, if you think about it.
It's like the YouTube people, like, they actually do this. They have this like lo-fi playlist and then the studying music, urban music. And people like, even I use it, I search like productivity music. Then the background is like Tony Stark working. Then I feel like I'm also Tony Stark working. Then the music is like those like, I don't know, like cyberpunk kind of feeling music, but no lyrics, so you can be in the zone.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, maybe you can do something like that, bro. That one really passive income.
Yeah, those kind of like 24/7 live stream, Tropical House 24/7. Then the same girl going to the beach on loop. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for Doppelgangerz, like, how do you start, or how do you all know that house music is the thing for you? Because most of the time we go through so many genre changes, but you're just house the end,
I think that is something we didn't discuss. That's just something. Okay, so when we started DJing, it was my brother first. He was, he bought a Wigo, and the DJ Wigo is small little device. Then he learned how to DJ through YouTube. A lot of it is through YouTube. And then I was looking at him doing his stuff. I think after he played his first show, and then he took some clips of his first show, and I was like, oh, what are you doing? It's so cool. So I went back, and I started playing with the Wigo also.
The one that I played like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, somewhere there. We have a story to tell you later.
Yeah.
Okay, then after that, the songs in which we picked to practice, the very first practice sessions, right, is actually like future house music. Yeah. So a lot of the songs we downloaded off YouTube to practice is like a lot of the Oliver Heldens, the Don Diablo stuff, like a lot of the energetic future house music. And then, I think it's just something we didn't discuss. He could have went his own way, I don't know, playing hip hop or something, but he didn't. We like the same kind of music. So eventually when we decided to merge and became Doppelgangerz, that's just something we don't discuss. This is what we're going to play. We already know.
And then from there, the Don Diablo angle, all the way to meeting your idol. What was that journey like?
Like, when we like future house, but we didn't know that it's called future house. We just thought like house music.
Like EDM,
Yeah, it's like EDM. What kind of music? Like EDM, but bro, which one? Yeah, so like then we from house, There was this one where before Don Diablo was big, he was still like climbing the ranks. Then Nicky Romero was bigger than him. I think it was ADE.
Yes.
Don Diablo was opening for Nicky Romero. We chanced upon that clip on YouTube and it just stuck. Until today, that's like our nothing to do. We just watch the clip.
Yeah, it was a protocol set actually, and Nicky Romero was the headline. And then before him, Don Diablo was playing. It's actually quite funny because if you can find the clip, right, I think you can manage to catch a glimpse of how Don Diablo is in his essence. Because I remember him like just screaming through the mic, everything's clipping. It's really fun.
But yeah, so like Don Diablo, it's like that. Then like as he grew, like we like, oh, we actually like this sound. It's like it sounds like if Alien made music, it sound like this. We just followed the thing. But like I think important to establish that when I first started DJing, like the main thing I wanted to do was I told myself I want to play in a festival. I want to play with Tiesto. But like, I don't know how. But like the first day, bedroom, you buy the Wigo, right? Which I want to practice. One day I want to play with Tiesto. I like Tiesto.
You don't need to scared Tiesto retire, man. He will never die. This plastic surgery game strong, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I want to play in a festival. I don't know how I was going to do it, but I just want to do it. So and then he came along and then we made this Doppelgangerz thing and then one thing led to another, somehow made it work and then we were growing and growing and growing. And then 1 year before COVID, it was Legacy 2019. That was and before this also, he was sending labels. He was learning music, sending songs to Hexagon, Don Diablo's label. Never got a chance, always get rejected. But it was always that like deep down, one day I'm gonna get something. 2019, we met him backstage. We played in the same festival as him.
Legacy?
Yes. So we met him and then we talked to him. Then we asked him like, so what does it actually take to release music on Hexagon? We've been trying for years. We don't know what we are doing wrong. So like, if you can give us some tips, it'd be good. Like from the man himself. So I think the main thing we took away from that was like, anyone can make music, but something like what they are looking for is not another producer making music. What they're looking for is musicians. So if you think about it, right, like anyone can make music. I can make music. You can make music. Anyone can make music. But what they're looking for is the idea that the musician has, and then this musician used like your FL Studio or what to bring his idea to life. End of the day, he tells me the idea is the most important thing.
What I got out of it is something that stuck with me until now is I remember we asked him that question and he was looking at us and then he said, there's already one Don Diablo. I don't need 1,000 other Don Diablos. So basically, it's like a lot of people trying to make music sounding like one another. Like, don't do that. You know, just do whatever you want to do. Like, try to be unique. And I think the hardest part about music is not the technical skills of mixing and mastering. I think there's just all of it is just you don't need it. Everybody keeps there's only one way to make a song sound good. It's like if you have a template of what a good song sounds like, I think it's very hard to go wrong. I think the hardest part about making music is making something cool, something that doesn't sound like anyone else, but it's unique and it's still like radio friendly for especially like future house music. I think that's the hardest part about making music actually. It's just the idea.
You think like
Making a cool idea.
the message on Don Diablo idea exists. Why you want to be another Don Diablo?
Yeah.
You don't need it. Just be yourself and see where you go. Yeah.
So how was it like meeting him? Like a lot of people says that don't meet your idols, right?
He looked tired, bro.
Huh?
He looked tired.
He tired as fun.
Tired as fuck, bro. Yeah, he's smiling, talking to everyone. But you know when you look at a person, you see the face. His face like got no life. It's just I'm a celebrity. Not I'm Don Diablo, like one cool future house alien, whatever, right? But like if you look at him as a person, like his face just say I want to sleep. It's so
I'm one step closer to Don Diablo.
I actually
If somebody can zoom in.
actually I felt bad meeting him because like he flew in from somewhere, played a show, immediately fly out.
Yeah.
I played at a festival. He played at a party, whatever. I come home, I sleep. I wake up, he was already playing in another country, bro.
Yeah.
That's how tired it is. Means like after he sat, hang around a bit, go home, 2-hour power nap or what, shower, go airport, fly, get a nap somewhere, play again. It's like that's
While producing and managing a label. And I think Don Diablo is like one of the few that tours his own tour, produce his own music. Yeah. It's like a one-man show.
Yeah.
So you aspire to lead that lifestyle?
We wanted to, but then I realized, when you say Tiesto, you know he doesn't make his own music, right? Last time, everyone would say like, oh, Tiesto goes produce. But now I feel like Ghost produce, yes, but the idea is still Tiesto. If you take a Tiesto song, you put it with another song, you can tell which one is the Tiesto song.
Right. They executive produced the thing.
Yeah,
DJ Khaled.
The idea, yeah. But the idea of it is like, as long as the identity is there, like Tiesto is, the face is, Tiesto face. But I think the logo itself signifies like the quality, the kind of music. Tiesto,
The quality.
yeah, his quality is like, he's not just EDM, he evolves with the times.
Yeah.
Started with trance, now he's doing some like house stuff. Latest album, Drive.
Yeah.
Half of the albums I think are hits, which is, you release album, you got one hit, good enough. This one is half.
Yeah.
Crazy. And EDM have a team of like, like of ghost producers or whatever, but like end of the day, you see, when you start a business also, bro, like, one person cannot do everything. One person can have the idea,
Yeah.
but successful businesses is when like that one person can successfully delegate his ideas to other people.
Correct.
So I think if you start thinking about it like as music as a business, I think maybe that's what is missing. I don't know. That's what I've been trying to think about nowadays.
Tiesto is like an enterprise lah. He's not one person.
Yeah.
I heard Tiesto is 35 people, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, he has like, of course, he's very important. The most important one, right? More important than his producer is the makeup artist.
Bro.
But it's fucking facts, dude. Even Armin Van Buren will get a haircut before Tomorrowland, bro. Got a barber and stuff. Yeah, they are more than just musicians, really. They are an icon, really. Yeah.
The time when Z backstage, you remember how many suitcases he got?
Oh yeah, the entire crew. Like
Right.
I think it was my very first time backstage in a festival also.
Right.
Where the festival featured a lot of these like A-list artists. And then I got to see, okay, what is it like with being one of these guys? And then you see people like Z, Oliver Heldens, Don Diablo, Tiesto, Alok. Who else?
A lot of.
Because they need such a huge entourage, though. Like, what is the function? Is there like
So many suitcases, I don't know what's inside.
so I can only think of like maybe 5 jobs, like pyrotechnics operator, makeup artist. I don't know.
Like
videographer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost. But like when
30
Zach walked in, yeah, 30 plus people. I think at least 10 suitcases.
Ah,
I don't know what's inside.
maybe it's empty. Yeah.
Just to look good. Yeah. But yeah, I think like that just tells us like if you really want to climb to the top, you need a team of people helping you out. Yeah. But I'm not.
Steve also was saying that because you have nowadays as a musician, you have to have your own art direction, your own marketing, your own content. Your face have to be everywhere. You can't really do everything by yourself. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
I think I stand by whatever the guy said.
Which guy?
Like the Steve.
About
like,
Steve Dowler.
I think
Most
the
care.
crew behind you in order to be successful, because we are 2 guys. And then I make the music, he does the DJing, record box, playlist, everything. Like
You show up to the show, right?
Yeah, only the big shows. Lately, only the big shows are bro. I saw one is like camera.
One BDVG, right?
Suddenly, like that time, what the Creamfields, Thailand suddenly can come, bro. I don't know how. It's like, can, yeah, Creamfields can. Some back got some private event. Oh, my cik si,
Yeah, BDVG lah, the curly hair guy don't show up one. The botak one don't show up. The botak one don't show up. Always the curly hair. Yeah.
No, bro. The botak guy is the DJ. The curly hair.
No, they both DJ. But then actually, if you see all the smaller shows, right, it's only the curly hair guy. The curly hair guy comes Singapore, what? For Zouk, what? Yeah.
That's a small show. And there's a small show.
Small. Maybe. I mean, to them lah, dude. To them lah. Yeah.
Vinny Vici, two guys. One is botak, one curly, right?
Yeah.
They say apparently the curly hair guy cannot play because his ears got problem already. So
don't talk.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So it's when they play, it's only the botak guy. So the curly hair guy will never be in a nightclub or what because his ears like got problem already. So he wants to preserve it.
Is it just before Zouk?
I don't know, bro. But that's the story I've been told.
Oh damn, but his DJing is fucking good, man, dude. The way he makes psytrance is like hip hop, where like chop. I'm like, what the intensity, dude? That's insane, man. And Vinny VG night was like such a gamble, and Zushan, our podcast previously, went through such a big gamble because like psytrance hasn't entered Singapore yet, but it's like already like worldwide trending already. And then Zushan was like telling the boss that, hey, you know, let's just book Vinny Vici, it's gonna work. Yeah, trust me. And then he's like crossing his fingers to the very last moment. And then, wow, the moment Vinny Vici end his set, right, we all go inside office, fucking spray champagne and shit. It's just fucking mad. It was like, how the fuck did we pull this off?
Bro.
Yeah.
I think that's what I kind of don't like about the nightlife industry in Singapore also. I don't like how things grow extremely slowly here also.
Yeah, and you think that we got Spotify, everything will change, right?
Yeah.
But people are just people.
It's just like, okay, for example, if you go through TikTok or Instagram Reels or something and you look at your favorite DJs playing shows in your own hometown or wherever they're at, somewhere in Europe, and then you see they play a certain sound and how the crowd react to it. And then when you try to experiment it in Singapore and it doesn't really work, okay, maybe first few times you try it and then it doesn't really work. And then what I don't like is how people will look at you and say, hey, you know, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, why are you playing this sound? Why are you going this direction?
I got Fortet country reading. yeah, skinny back, bro.
You experiment, you try play your stuff, then people don't really work. Then there's always the formula they talk about, right? Well, what 1:3 or something. So you give one of your own track and 3 you give people, bro.
Yeah, last time people. Yeah.
No, the guy is about to retire and the clubs here still playing his stuff. Boy, it's crazy.
You know, like during COVID, right? Like COVID sucked, right? We couldn't perform, couldn't play. So I hated COVID. But I also kind of liked it. So I thought like, okay, you got 2 years, maybe it's time for a reset. Because I remember towards the end before COVID came, it was like, we were just playing the same thing. I was playing at Bang Bang like quite regularly. Then every single set of mine was just like, it's the same template. I can only, maybe if 100% is a full set, right? 80% is more or less the same songs that you're going to play. 20% is what you can experiment with. And that 20% is hit or miss. So if I play some of that 20%, if it's a miss, I'm going to go to like the template all over again. And I didn't like that. So when COVID came, I thought it's like, okay, maybe give people a break. Once we reopen again, maybe things will be different. At the start, it was different because everyone was trying to like, oh, I want to do my own thing. But now slowly, not yet, but slowly it's like going back to like what it was pre-COVID, where like people just
starting right. There's like very little venues that open. Then now more and more selection already. You know, venues have to be competitive. Oh shit, you play David Guetta. Shit, I need to play David Guetta as well. You know, that kind of thing.
But competition is good. But then if you have competition, but you're still playing the same things from like a few years ago, like before COVID time, like, and I don't know. I feel like you never use the time.
Have you ever stumbled across some random TikTok video or about an Instagram about a Singaporean club, like any random Singaporean club, and then just go through, see the comments?
All right. They're just bashing.
Yeah, people are actually bored of listening to the same stuff, but nobody is actually like trying to change.
I was just telling this to them yesterday. Maybe secretly, right? Everybody taste sucks, bro. But they want to act cool, so they say, "Hey, bro, the music boring." But end up all down there. Dude, I don't like drip, but all there. I hate Zouk, man, but everybody's there.
The comment section, everybody
flaming. But maybe they secretly like. They secretly like. Yeah, but they don't want to like xia sui in front of their friends. Yeah, right. True what? Because you know it's like a fucking like toxic relationship. But you look at the person's actions. You know, you don't listen to their words. It's a fucking red flag, dude. You know, right now.
Wow, bro, you made a connection like people, music, and toxic relationship.
Fuck, man, I hang out with Kevin too much. Fucking hell, where the hell are you, man? Anyway, so you say that you're the DJing faction of Doppelgangerz, you're the producer, right? So go to you first, right? Isn't it very intuitive to go into turntablism and hip hop, since the way you DJ, right, is like value added transformative DJing,
okay,
right?
100%.
Yeah.
So that, bro, people like you, when you DJ, it's like insane, bro. Every single set that you play blows my mind because you are a turntablist. And I know deep down, I'm not a turntablist, I'm a DJ first. I learned, during COVID, I started to learn more about turntablism.
Right.
So one thing I told myself is I'll never be as good as a turntablist, but if I can learn maybe 5% of the things that you do and add it into my house set, it's going to be crazy. The simple scratches that you do for like your turntablism warm-up, your baby scratch, if I can baby scratch, not say baby scratch, but if I can do like some basic scratches over like a tech house track, it's going to be so insane, you know. For you, I'm sure it's super easy. Because for you, like, that's how you grew up, that's how you learn DJing, like the turntablism, all that fancy stuff.
Yeah, we learned through the hard way that like you can learn all the hard techniques, right? But at the end of the day, right, it boils down to whether it fits or not. And usually the simplest stuff fits. It's like language, you learn like complicated words, but then in normal day, you can only use simple stuff.
2018, when you were a judge for Live Mix Maestro, I think one of the things that I was trying to do is like, I know I was competing against DJs, like some of them, I mean, obviously DJs, but like, the technical stuff that they do is like, I think more or less everyone can do. It's just who can do it more cleanly. So I was just trying to do like, I don't want to do that. I want to do something you want to never see before. So I Google like stuff like, James Hype wasn't as popular.
Right.
People like James Hype, people like Yamato, like crazy Japanese guy doing all the weird shit.
Yeah.
People thought it was weird, but I took the weird and I made it relatable. So that's why I think defines me as a DJ. So like, I know how to do all these things, right?
Yeah.
If you go to my site, you won't hear everything. But it's just nice to have that, oh shit, a song finishing, I don't know what to do, I do that weird shit. And then I transition. Just to take an extra bullet in your...
Yeah. So like, I think contrary to like traditional turntablism where it's like 100% transformative, right? You take something and change it completely. Yours is like more like layering.
Yeah, and
and then adding flavor, differentiating yourself.
I just want to learn the things that you do. So like, it's just good to have as a extra trick in the bag. Something that other guys cannot do. Maybe bro, James Huck can do all the fancy shit, but I don't think he can be juggle. Maybe he can, but never sure. Never sure.
DJ Snake freaking throwing it down, it's super crazy also. I mean, like, being more dexterous, of course, can save you. Like, you can make a cock-up look like part of the show,
And I think you learn how to do that also, because you deep down, you know you cock up already.
Yeah.
You just act the part. If people look at you, then you're not showing that you're cocking up. I think they just buy it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of music, it's subjective and the stuff.
Yeah.
Then, were you from RP?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but you are very close to that clique, right? The EMP group.
It was somewhere though.
Oh. Yeah. So, the EMP. So, hey, dude, what the hell? Special guest,
Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm 18.
Fuck you. What the two? Three grown ass guys on a couch. Yeah, so we left off at
RP. You asking me? I was also from.
Yeah. Your link up with people from EMP, right? Shy and Luke here, and later maybe we can go a little bit about Luke here and whatever you said earlier. But yeah, maybe we can talk about like EMP first. Hey, his new logo nice, bro. I like it, man. Yeah. Fucking hell, we should get Luke here, man. Okay.
Oh, you should, bro.
Yeah.
You should get Luke here and Shy together. They're cousins. They bounce off each other. They're insane.
Yeah, I know Shy for like almost too long.
Shy. I think is it fair to say most of the DJs in Singapore came out from like polys, like the EMP and like the SPDJ, like they all come from DJ schools. I think like when I look at myself, I think me and my brother were both like outliers. We never like
JC?
Yeah, JC.
Are you JC?
Yeah.
All the house people all JC, bro. Like 9 days also JC, right? Like,
What's going on? NUS, you have your NUS the collective, right? NUS collective.
Look at that, he wearing his t-shirt. NUS Sync represent, bro. Yeah.
Like some people like when they start DJing, they go into a collective first and they learn. I learn first and then I go inside a collective.
So people like, whoa, the skill. Like what?
I feel like when you learn from a school, all of you learn from like, there's like a book and then all of you know how to do that book.
Like template lah.
Template. But if you learn yourself, you go to YouTube and then you cock up, but you make that cock up and then that cock up becomes nice and it becomes something that you learn and only you can do.
Yeah.
That's how I like to see myself. Like,
yeah.
I had to like search bits and pieces everywhere and ask people how to do things, and then I learned it myself.
Yes.
I think I take pride in that. Like, it didn't come from a DJ school, I learned myself. But that only got me started. The biggest improvements I had was when I joined VOS Collective. Then I surround myself with all this like Shy, Luke, people are fine. And last time like Uretel was there. Oh, you surround yourself with people, these kind of people. You think you're good, then you see beside them and you see your best days are like their warm-up.
Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Fuck, dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I told Shy like last time before I played at Bang Bang, and Shy is like super humble. He will never like talk down or what. He's just like a talk up guy, like that. Very fun guy. But I told him, bro, like every time I play before you, I get super nervous.
I remember last year I told Shai, right, that I think you are the best club DJ in Singapore. Easily you are the best. I think you are the best.
Agreed.
So, is he like all-rounder? Sure.
He is leaning more towards hip hop pop, but he can do open format lah. But his strength is a certain kind of sound. Yeah, like unlike most open format DJs, right? Most open format DJs don't have sound. Like you look at KRAVE, can be EDM, can be everything, right?
Yeah.
But then the thing is like for Shai, you know, no, it was like the previous episode that where we do Zushan. You know, Zushan is literally the king of open format. He play everything minus mumbo jumbo. That is a lot of shit, bro. Like DMB, trance, everything he does. Yeah. And then I'm like, dude, you are the most open format person, right? And Shai, I think he's like the best club DJ that I know in Singapore. In my, my humble opinion, lah. Yeah,
Shai is insane.
he knows what you like,
Yeah.
and he can tease it. Then he give you, yeah.
And Shai was one of the first few DJs that I saw. When you talk about DJing, it's like you talk about you lead match, whatever. Shai doesn't lead match, bro. He just play.
Sorry. There's only one thing that came up with my mind.
What this guy?
It's Shai's routine. Ever since I left the city, you.
I mean, that is the standard combo, right? That everybody do. It's a club DJ trick, lah. And then back to what you said, right, about like doing everything smoothly, right, and understandably relatable. I think when it comes to the big festival, the big music festival, right, everything has to be so in line with the visual and with the fireworks and with the crowd, right? There's really very low margin for error, and you must make sure that every move you make, right, is a significant move. Means like most people must understand what you're trying to do, lah. Which boils down to back then when Future DJ Battle, when it comes down to NREF and Look Here, and Look Here won, and it's very simply that even though he's not as technical as NREF, right, but then the thing is he did everything perfectly, all the small pieces align, and then everybody was like, whoa. And there's one moment where everybody just, that at that moment, yeah.
The skill is one thing, but I also think it's like the way he presents it.
Yeah.
Good place, there's just this like, I don't know, like flavor or swag. Or what. You look at him, you're like, wow, sexy. Is that what? Go.
Yeah, it's like
You went already, bro.
Why, bro? It's like Oasis Wonderwall, they just chill, then everybody fucking mosh pit and shit. I don't want to fucking understand.
The brass come off already also, yeah.
What grass?
The brass lah.
All brass. All brass. No. Yeah, so of course very tempting for you to become open format hip hop DJ, but you stuck to house music lah.
Yeah, but I learned hip hop slightly after COVID. I played some hip hop shows also. But at the end of the day, it's like I started DJing because I like house music.
Yep.
I learned hip hop. I appreciate hip hop. Other genres also I try to appreciate. But at the end of the day, I started DJing because I like house music. So that's the music I want to play. So, but between house also, there's so many genres. Started with future house. COVID go to deep house. Now, yeah, and then now more like tech house stuff.
Are you going into Vina House also?
Different kind of venue. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hang flower for you lah.
What is favorite is to hang flower. Stop fucking promoting hang flower. Every episode you want to hang flower. Fuck lah.
I thought it's something.
Yeah, next thing you know, got beer tower here already. Bro.
Yeah. So
Since we I just want to raise. Do you agree that this year, right, is slowly becoming the year of the Samtu?
yes, because we had like many prior discussions with, of course, episode 1, Andrew T, with Coldflow and everything. Yeah, because of the economic factor, everybody just come out of COVID, so broke. And then all the clubs, right now, look at Zouk for prime example. Entry fee is like $60, $70 on a normal day. Diplo is like 100, 120.
I want to go there. It's your price. It's okay.
And you still need to dress up, yeah. Dude, I want to go inside with slipper, watch the flow.
Cannot. And then you go inside there, you pay your entry fee, you look good, you still to buy drinks, and the drinks are not cheap. You compare to a Samtu, you like, a friend takes you, okay, I'll come in your shots, beer tower, how much in it?
Yeah.
And like, if they nail the music part of it, like as you said, like, bro, if you can wear shorts, buy beer tower and watch Diplo, that's crazy.
That's crazy, Yeah, but I mean, like, if you look at overseas, right, there's more reason for you to dress up because overseas people, right, like, I don't know you don't know me, but I'll say hi to you. But local, right, nobody say hi to each other. So it's like you dress up for who to see,
Just for yourself.
Yeah, just for yourself, man. That's why you just wear shorts, might as well, right?
Yeah. Singapore dress code lah. Singapore home dress code.
Island
boy. Yeah. We should represent properly.
Okay, so yeah, look here, technical abilities, and of course smooth DJing, and then back to festival production, and then of course to get to the festival you need to have tracks, you need to get signed, you need to get notice, and then it comes to you, the producer, right? So how do you balance between having your own sound versus like pleasing the crowd? Because of course it sucks, you know, like you play your own like oh, my whole set is my own song, but then next DJ is just freaking all play bangers and then he just destroy you, you know. Yeah. Okay, I offer you an alternate perspective. Okay, I spoke to Mern about this. I said, I don't give a damn. I just want to play whatever I want. You know, other people can burn me or whatever. It doesn't matter. I play all my set, right? All my songs, right? I'm proud of myself. The end. Yeah. Then I go and relax.
Bro, he already like he blinked like he gets so many shows already.
No, but then the thing is,
we're still trying to get to where he is, where like he's so connected. He's doing a US tour, right?
Yeah, with Jai Wolf and everything. First Singaporean to play Tomorrowland and everything.
Look at his credentials and the name that he's built for himself. So I think if he established himself as an artist already, so whatever he wants to present, he can, because that's him. If you come for a Mern show, you want to know what Mern is. So Mern curates the sound and say, this is me today, and you enjoy him today. But for us, like, I still consider, it's been so long, but I still consider like up and coming, you know. You're still trying to like break through, you're still trying to get to that level, like with the Mern level.
Basically you need that big break.
Yeah. And like for that, in that instance, I think like it's more like consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah. Like you have to represent your sound every single time people see you somewhere. So like maybe if you come to Doppelgangerz show, maybe you take a Instagram story like, oh, playing tech house, and suddenly you come few weeks later, I'm playing hip hop. So what is Doppelgangerz? So the ideal scenario is both of you come at different days and you still hear tech house. So that's the brand. And like the experience is the same. So like different day, different time, but same experience.
Quality ensured.
Alright, but you were asking him about how to make
Mainstream versus your own sound, basically.
I think it's
Hard,
it's very, very hard, because if you look at it, there's two ways to think about it. One is you just make stuff that works, and the other one is you want to make stuff that you want, that you like, and then you try to get both of them signed. I think if you just make stuff that works, right, it's very easy to just follow up with the label. Hey, since I'm already on it now, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll make the mainstream stuff. And it's just like easy. But I don't like that. I want to make stuff that is unique. You know, that Don Diablo thing is in my head. And it's like, why would I want to make stuff that people has heard a million times, bro? Even sometimes when you make the song, I don't know if it happens to just me or like to all the other producers out there. But if you make songs that are so mainstream, right, don't you just like cringe when you just lay it all out? That's just how I feel. It's like you're making this and then someone has already done it before. So what's unique about it? It's really, I don't know.
It's about the funnel of music as well. You know, we've spoken to a few of our guests, right? People that are interested in EDM, right? They're top of the funnel, you know. And slowly you stay long enough, right? You will eventually reach the bottom.
Oh, that's interesting. Right?
Yeah. So you see, right, the more you like EDM, right, then slowly, eventually you will like techno, tech house, you know. You will go to the most distilled and the most pure form, eventually. And
The thing about the most distilled is that a lot of people don't understand it, cannot understand it. A lot of people are still on top of the funnel. They're just having fun. Yeah. And you're at the bottom there. There's no connection.
Bottom would be more like the underground people.
The people that are true lovers of EDM for many years, they love it deeper and deeper, and then they do more and more research, and then eventually the bottom of the funnel is there's just a few people, you know. Because some people might outgrow EDM already. Oh, now, you know, some parenting, time to listen to lullabies and shit.
Wheels on the bus, techno remix.
Yeah, what?
The wheels on the bus.
Wheels on the bus.
Techno remix, bro. There is already.
I'm not even surprised, man. Look at Vini Vici, the what's that?
The guy that says,
hey. No, the song, not the guy. the what's that song? Great Spirit, right? That is a fucking Tibetan chant, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like some prayer. It's like Om Mani Tofo, you know, like Hallelujah, but it's like a Tibetan Buddhism kind of shit. And then my mom knows about it. And it's like, what the hell? My mom is like, this is blasphemy.
Yeah. I song you make tech house. I don't know how people react.
What?
Dude, you really want the most views in your song, right? You do kids song. You see Coco Melon, right?
Yeah.
How many millions of views on those? that YouTube what's that channel?
Yeah, bro. Next week, if you
You must wear multicolor already, bro.
Yeah.
yeah sell out, we just make kids song.
Yeah, so the need to be unique. What's my train of thought now?
Choo choo.
Yeah. Shit, I forget what I want to say already. But yeah, very, very important for you to get festival booking. Yes, I remember. So I remember I spoke to you like a couple of months back, right, about signing to a label, and it's like not really worth it sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Maybe expand on that thought.
Oh, I want to hear this.
like when we were rising up, we thought like, oh, you release song with label, you made it. Like, I mean, the label, you get the label's name behind your track. It means like you are like certified.
It's like big club residency lah.
So, yeah, but like it's like more like make this song, the label sign it. You know, like professional A&Rs recognize your effort and say that you are good enough to hang with the big boys. Like your songs, good enough to be part of the label. I think that's a big compliment. So like, but the thing is, you need to ask yourself why you release in the label in the first place. So one is to get the stamp of approval. Like, okay, you know to make music. But what's the point of the stamp of approval if everyone gives you like 4,000 streams, 6,000 streams? You release your own track, you promote it yourself, you can get more than that. So end of the day, do you want to be known as, wow, this guy can make music, or do you want more people to like,
the people's champion, bro.
yeah, like end of the day, like you can sign to all the labels you want, but end of the day, it's still people who decide they want you or not, or they like the song or not.
Correct.
So you can release to a label, but end of the day, I think you need to weigh the pros and cons. Like, and I think if you release with a label, if your song doesn't get at least a few million streams, right, you will never see $1. Honest.
Yeah, because they have so many recruitable.
Yeah, before the song even goes out, you owe money already. They will charge you for the artwork, they will charge you for the promotion, and you will not see. I mean, at least for our experience, we don't know where exactly this goes. They will just write down in the bill or whatever. It's like artwork, video,
Marketing.
Marketing, but you never see this.
Yeah.
It's just there, and there's no proof that it even happened.
Can ask for student price or not?
Yeah. But if you can do this all yourself, then maybe you don't need a label.
I believe this is the James Hype. What? What's that? What's that?
What's this?
Remember I was talking about the street, right?
3分5 Wi-Fi 2
This looks like KRAVE, man.
Yeah, that's not from the side, right?
Yeah.
It's like the butterflies of
What's the drop?
Hey, we need to cut this out. You don't copyright. Yeah.
I got a lot of things to cut, bro.
Bro, my kid is not listening to that.
I don't know how to dance to that, bro.
Bro, you're like, imagine you have a kid or a 1-year-old child, it's just like, oh, listen to this, bro. Your pop died.
It's it.
Where was I? We're talking about James Hype, and then we're talking about Ras, right? Their strategy for like label releases. They believe that they should rapidly put out a lot of content, and then they grow their own fan base from there, and then they have a lot of organic fan base already, right? And then when they want a spike, right, they will do one-offs with record label. So because record label have artists as assets, so like for example, if you do with, let's just say, I don't know, like Stampede, right? Then you have access to Julian Jordan, something like that. Then you can collab one song, but then you already have an arsenal of like 1,000 songs, right? But because of this song pop lah, because of the record label pushing, right, they will know you and they will listen to all your other songs. Then you gain loyalties from there. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah,
so it's like organic growth lah. Then once in a while, like paid promotion, aka record label. What do you all think? Is it very time consuming or
to what?
to like keep churning out tracks every week?
What do you think? You're the one making the song.
Is it time consuming? I think it depends. It really depends on how I feel that day. Sometimes I make songs in 6 hours. Sometimes I make songs in a year, bro. There are some dope ideas there in which I started like during COVID time. I said like, when it's the end of COVID, this is gonna be a banger. And then I just never found anything in me to go back and finish that track, bro. Every time like I open, it's like I heard it a million times already. I'm not gonna finish this trash.
Then speaking of that, like remember the song with Ryan?
Yeah.
We got this song called Love Again. It's coming out. It's not planned. I'm trying to tell a story, but it's coming out.
You really promoting it.
Maybe it was July or something.
Yeah.
That song took like almost 1.5 years to finish. From start to finish until today, right? It's like 1.5 years. There's so many, because my friend's living in Florida, I think. So like to get the vocals from him, to get the idea, change idea, send to label, reject, change again. 1.5 years. Once we got the release, we had the template, right? He followed the template. He had a new idea, but he followed the same template that worked. 6 hours label release, bro. 6 hours, start to finish.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we got 2 label releases because of that. So I think like, wow, it's like, if it happens, it happens. But sometimes it takes 1.5 years, sometimes it takes 6 hours.
Right. Do you all plan on like doing your own self-release, or every release has to be a label release?
We had, coming up, we had, first few songs were all self-released. Right?
Yeah, first song.
Yeah, so first few songs were all self-released. But now with the label releases, I think what I want to do is like establish credibility. So you release in more labels, make your name known out there. I feel like when you have enough organic backing and then you release your own stuff, it makes sense. Like end of the day, you don't want to spend 1.5 years making a song, 2,000 streams, heartbreaking. Bro. It's like, can make you quit.
I think like for self-release stuff, right? A lot of it are like SoundCloud bullets. Also, I feel like if you have a dope idea in which the label don't like, but you know you like it, you should always just try to make a bootleg out of a popular song. Just release it on SoundCloud because you like it. So don't put it to waste. Do something for yourself.
Yeah.
And like release the stuff people that once are never gonna hear. So
Yeah.
like releasing all the stuff.
It's like how Xavier does his I would say minimal trap track. And then I thought that it was damn good lah, but I know that people are just not gonna accept it because it's from an unknown artist, right? So I put the made in China vocals on top. And afterwards then, dude, DJ CD accepted it, man. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, just make it relatable.
Yeah, that's at the end of the day.
What does like how do you guys like motivate yourself to keep on doing this? Because like for us, right, whenever we keep on doing all this content and everything, right, there's always this time that you will actually hit some wall or whatever, like you motivation wise and energy wise or whatever. How do you push through that?
You just don't quit. Like honestly, like this year that wall appeared every day for so many days. Like I think like few days ago I had a wall also. Cause like you've been doing all this thing, you've been like most of the work that you do as a musician, people don't see. They don't see that you completed. Oh no, what am I saying? They don't see that you.
They never see you tune one snare for 3 days.
Or like they never see that. No, like they don't see that you. Even though you are getting no shows, you still go and pay someone to make some visuals for you. So like one day when you get the show, you are ready to go. They don't see that you are preparing today for the show that you don't know you're going to get in the future. That's what I've been doing all this while.
Yeah.
So if somehow next week some festival books me, I'm ready. I got visuals, I got everything ready to go. But I don't know when that day is going to be.
Correct. They expect you to.
Yeah. And like, you know you are ready. It's like you call you today you can play. Right? After this, if they call me, I can fly and play. Thumb drive ready, everything. But you just don't know when that thing is going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're just preparing for that, and that sucks. So
Most of the people see only like this part of whatever we do actually. Like whatever we do, right, it's always just on the stage. That's the only thing that they see. But behind the scenes, how you got to that stage and everything, they don't see that the struggles and all this stuff. Yeah. And like this kind of things are the ones that actually a lot of people maybe would want to know. Like all the how do you say that? Put your mind into it so that like you keep your focus right into your work.
yeah, I think the end of the day is just, for me, I don't know how it deals with it, but for me it's just don't quit. Because I think like I came too far. If I just quit today, it's like all the years of effort is just wasted.
Don't quit, take a break instead lah.
Yeah, it's like, but not taking a break. Like I'm trying to make something work for us end of this year. So like doing like behind the scenes work to like just make it work. But like,
Have you explored medium.com?
it's the free writing, the one where you can write stuff.
And monetize is like YouTube but text one.
Yeah, bro, but who wants to? I did that with during COVID. I was writing my own blog. I interviewed people. I did it, but then again, I stopped halfway because even though I had momentum, I feel like I'm not ready to give a platform to talk about other people because I want to work on myself first. Because the ego in me is like I wanna be a musician. I wanna be a DJ. I wanna be like, sustainable enough to like quit my day job and just have enough income in my DJ for that to be my day job. That's my goal. So as long as DJing doesn't make enough for me to quit my day job, I haven't make it yet. So, and because of that, like I'm giving a platform to other people, but when I talk about other people, I'm not talking about myself. You know? I'm telling stories about other people, but no one's really asking me about my story.
It's funny because this is actually one of the first things. No. This is actually the first thing I learned in school in LaSalle. I think my teachers sat the entire class down, and then he started reminding us or telling us for some of us, maybe we've never heard whatever I'm gonna say before. It's like, are you guys aware what you're doing? You're in like the audio production course, right? The first lesson is actually to know that you are in the entertainment business and that you are dispensable.
Yes.
I think that's the most realest thing anybody could say to you. It's not about, oh, you go to like an audio course, everybody can become a Tiesto. No, that's not it. It's so, I've accepted that. And it's all about working hard. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter if you're in the DJ industry for like 20, 30 years and someone who's picked up DJing in a year, who has the right formula, right, laps you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening like right now.
So you need to create an OnlyFans first, then it the person will lap you. You will lap people.
Lap.
Yeah.
What kind of lap, bro?
Bro, one person who did this was Wukong. Yeah, Wukong is insane, bro.
And now the rise of Inquisitive as well.
Yeah, it's like, but with Wukong, like I admire the way he does things is because when you first heard about the name, it's just like, oh, you think it's just gonna be another one of us? No, he let all of us, bro. I think he let everyone, disappeared for a while, came back and let everyone again, bro. That's insane.
A man with a plan.
Yeah. Like he had a plan and he did it. So like,
Yeah.
He got the money as well, I think.
yeah. But I think he got the money. I don't know about him, but I like the brain and the drive in that guy to just do it all over again and do it better than everyone else. I think that's insane.
Yeah, the team and the strategy behind it, yeah, it's insane. And whether you like the style or not, right, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, undeniable.
Yeah.
Do you think that going out overseas and actually building something overseas instead is better than actually staying here in Singapore and just building?
Right off the bat, yes. Like seriously, yes. Okay, I remember about last year, around this time, maybe a month, a year ago, my brother and I were in Amsterdam. We watched the Tin Liquor show. Remember all about the COVID stuff? We like Tin Liquor, right? We actually went to one of his shows just to watch him perform live. It was crazy, because in the club, while we were smash drunk, right? The people we bumped into, right? I looked left. My brother was talking to a visual artist. I looked right. He was talking to a DJ from Germany. Like everybody, if you surround yourself with the right people in the right city, with the right positive mindset, I don't see how you're not going to make it. Like,
would you say that you can put in like the same effort, right, in Singapore, but you put it overseas, you're gonna be way bigger than you already are?
yeah, most definitely. That is
Those are Singapore, you are like living life on hard mode.
Hey bro, it's like it's impossible. Impossible. Crazy.
Look at it this way. For me, the hardest part about my entire journey was getting the label release. And then now I finally get it, and I find myself with no opportunities.
What? In what sense?
To perform.
Or live.
Yeah, to perform live. Last time the idea was, oh yeah, you get label release, then Spinning Records, Hexagon, whatever. Oh yeah, you can perform in a club.
I think back in the day,
yeah,
that's true.
That was the mindset,
Yeah.
So that was always the mindset for me. And then when I get it and I don't get whatever I envisioned that I will get, then I get a little bit disheartened. Then after that, I was like having a chat with my brother. I was like, maybe this is not. We are just funneling down our entire careers on just one small city. Maybe we should think bigger. Yeah, and from our previous trip to Amsterdam, we made so many contacts in that one drunk night, right? Than we will ever meet in Singapore. I'm not kidding.
I wonder what other things happen in that one drunk night.
But they say whatever always happen in Amsterdam, stay in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Okay. The Doppelgangerz uncut.
But then again, I think space also is one thing. Singapore, at best you have like 5 nightclubs. at best, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. But these 4 or 5, you go to UK, I was in the UK for a while, right? These 4 or 5 nightclubs, maybe it's like half a city. One city can have maybe 10. Doesn't work out for you in like maybe Bristol, you just take the train down 1 hour, try again. Doesn't work out, 1 hour, try again. The country is so big. It's like there's so many things you can do. Over here, if it doesn't work out, you piss off some guy in one club, cannot play there already. You don't like this guy, you don't like the DJ face, you cannot play there already.
Yeah.
What?
Some of those that person maybe knows the other club that you're going to, then they don't like, both of you don't like both of them don't like you already.
They left with 2.
Yeah.
You could play at this club say you play there, you cannot play here. One club.
So if you see Amsterdam, right, they have like maybe 900 festivals a year. Well, yeah, that's what I read from some statistics. So that's like probably 3 festivals per day, every other city lah. And then why do they not view it as competition? They view it as the land of opportunity. Whereas Singapore only have 2 festivals a year or 3 festivals a year. But then we all like, wow, hey, this person this night I cannot do it, you know. It's like very why? Is it because we all play the same shit?
Right off the bat, it's such an easy answer. It's culture, bro. In Amsterdam, at that point in time, we weren't signed to the big labels. But last year, I met a guy called Frame, DJ Frame. I don't know if you know, but
Frame the
he
door.
was supported.
Frame?
No.
I know another frame.
And he was supported by like all the big DJs. Like his music was supported. And then I showed him an idea. And it's like, hey, this is dope. Why don't you release it? And then it's like,
I for Singapore.
yeah, exactly. You know, that vibe. And then I remembered, because he knew that I can make music right off the bat, before I flew back to Singapore, we made a song together.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's just like that. It's that there is no hate between us, or like, I don't know, like
You know, I don't even watch movie with you as BFF. We just make track with the end, you know, simple.
There's like, people don't like to share here, I feel.
There or here?
Here, in Singapore.
Here don't like to share.
Like, this knowledge, I'm going to gatekeep because I can't.
The thing is, you know, people that never even made it yet don't like to share already. You gatekeeping what, bro? Gatekeeping how not to make it.
But really, like I think that's a very valid point, bro. It's like when you're talking about that, in Singapore, if you want to be Tiesto, you need to have a Tiesto here to be the next Tiesto. We don't have a Tiesto here. The biggest, I feel, maybe one.
So fucking
Like in Holland, like you have Tiesto, you got Layback Loop, you got all.
well,
Bro, it's like maybe 90% of the biggest DJs are from Holland. You just follow someone there, you make it somewhere. Over here, I think we all want the same thing, but all of us still don't know how to do it yet, because there's none of us has made it yet to like teach us all how to do it.
maybe one of us just needs to be a Tiesto, man. And just start. We need to be when I turn 50 then plastic surgery.
We need, basically what you're saying is we need like some sort of DJ messiah to come to us, then after that teach us the ways lah.
I mean, okay, you look at like when I was resident at Zouk, right? First, remember when Rich Brian released this song called Dead Stick? We played, but nobody danced. And then one day, San Holo came, and then he reintroduced this song to us. And everybody, wow! I'm like, dude, I just played this song yesterday. You know, so same for Marshmello also. You know, he came and like showed us Alone, which we've been playing for so long already. Yeah, and then everybody.
Well, do you feel like race play a part as well? Yeah, you know, like if an Asian guy introduce it, like nah, it doesn't count. But if a white guy introduce it, or someone from
Quality,
Europe,
bro.
quality, bro.
Bro, but Chinese.
Yeah, true.
But then you see the countries they target though.
Okay, makes sense.
Right now.
Wow, the race one I think is like quite deep. Maybe it is, but even if it is, I haven't thought that far yet. For me, I choose to believe that's not the case.
Yeah.
Maybe we are just doing something musically wrong for now.
Correct. That's the take responsibility of your own destiny. You know?
Yeah. But I think if you put race into it, if it is true that it's a bit sad, it's just like maybe you are as good as a Tiesto, but you just Malay cannot.
Sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw it firsthand in other countries. Like literally, I see a local DJ is super good, but they but the clubs hired someone else that's like a white girl DJ that's like can only play house, and then the thing is, it was like New Year's Eve, and they hired this girl instead of that talented local DJ. Dude, the manager was super pissed with the person that hired the girls, because the thing is, you imagine this, you 3, 2, 1, the fireworks start and everything. Actually, even before that, okay, let's say the fireworks start already and everything. After that, you need to play bangers, right? He's still playing house, bro.
Oh, bro.
House, your party like that.
But I guess there's also a lot of factors other than just the music. It's also like maybe the looks and maybe her connections to like other rich guys also to come and spend. So I think it's like a multivariate factor. And also from our conversation with Steve from Monster Cat yesterday, right? If you played many cities, right, and then you are no longer a local DJ but an international act, you have the approval. It's like, like you say you release at many labels, right? You have the stamp of approval. If you're an international DJ, right, you have a stamp of approval from many clubs. Like, you are able to be versatile. Like, for example, if you're very good in Singapore, right, and then you try to play the same set in Germany, you're just going to fail.
Yeah. Probably not going to work.
So that's why being an international DJ also has its challenges. Yeah.
And these guys are so well traveled. I think like before they go to the country, they already know or they have someone advising them to play on what kind of music works, right?
Yeah.
I heard it somewhere where it's like, there's this DJ who has someone who tells him before he reaches this country, like, oh, this country play more tech, this country you play more something, but I cannot remember who said that.
The other day also, we met Randy, and he was like, do you think this ship, it's the ship, right? This ship likes raw style. Like, dude, that's like the Singapore identity, man. Our national anthems, yeah. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it might be too
Like
hard.
it raw.
It might be too hard for, like it raw. Raw style. Yeah, but yeah lah. It's good to have a local there to like give you like some tips. Always good to refine your set in some way lah. Yeah, so let's talk about maybe 2024. What's your plans for Doppelganger next year?
You retire, start day job.
I thought you day job.
Sell insurance, bro.
Both of us then start to see our property agent profile or what.
And then receive awards. Yeah, dude, hey, in the DJ way, we should start giving each other random awards, bro. Hey, 1,000 views, that's good.
Yeah, can't wait for your what they call that, like the plaque and everything, right? That says like what's that? Then like all your inspirational quotes as well in front of a car or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but more house music, are you gonna get harder in terms of the sound or like more chill?
For me, personally, in terms of music, nothing's going to change. I think I've got the right formula. I don't want to go and change it. So maybe the frequency of which I increase, I make music is like more songs, more releases, more everything.
Yes.
But I also don't want to like forget about the quality of the stuff. And in terms of the shows, I don't know about my brother, but for me, I'm looking abroad because for 2023, this year, at the end of this year, we have more planned shows overseas than our entire year in Singapore. It's fucking stupid, bro.
And it's mental because so in Singapore to get a show, you need to know people. Your people need to think that you're good enough to book. So it's like, up until today in Singapore, maybe you just play maybe less than 5 shows or something this year. Right?
I don't know, this year didn't exist to me.
Yeah. So, but you see, we made some friends and like, tell them, oh, I'm going to your country in end of the year. Can you help me out? Just with that one Instagram DM, right, bro? I already have a whole week plan of shows,
bro. Because we are there for 1 week.
Yeah. You wanna play more, can, but you stay longer then. But then the Airbnb all expensive. It's just like,
dude, it's actually working like that. As someone that keep on traveling around to DJ as well, right? It's literally like that. Last February, I went to the Philippines, right? I told the people that my friend, like, bro, I'm coming there. Then, dude, he scheduled for me 6 days worth of gig every single day, back to back.
Wow.
On the 6th day, I was telling him, me and Echo actually went, and on the 6th day, I was telling him, like, bro, can I like the whole 5 days that we've been DJing, right? I'm drunk every single day. So I was like, can we like stop on the 6th day? Like, just get someone else to freaking play that. We didn't play on the 6th day. We like, no, too much already. So 5 freaking days of back to back, getting drunk every day on gin, tequila, everything is in me, bro.
Coffee and 3 different alcohol mixed, stir 1 cup. Yeah, dude, this is fucking gross, bro. You see his Insta story, you vomit.
Yeah. Then so the thing is, it's always like that as an international act. That's like you don't have any someone, you know, like you don't have any centralized booking agent. You actually do that. You just reach out to your friends overseas and just what's that up there? They will give you opportunities. Even in Jakarta as well, or Bali, when I go there, same thing. I just reach out to my friend.
Do you feel like you get these opportunities are easier to come by overseas than in Singapore?
Yeah, because I wanted to reciprocate whatever they did for me here in Singapore, dude. It's fucking hard to get not only just a venue, you know, even people to come, you know, it's very hard because your friends don't know, you know, like here in Singapore, it's all about
Ministers.
yeah, it's all about A-listers, and it's all about this guy can pull people or not.
Oh,
But your friend in the other country is like someone that's still unknown as well, same as you, maybe around the same level. So the thing is, but in other countries though, when we come, they don't care about if you can pull people. The clubs or the bars already have the people there. Yeah. So literally,
You want to introduce a new flavor from overseas.
Yep.
That's the right way, man.
That's the actually the right way. Then here in Singapore, we don't have that culture.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, it's still a cultural thing, right?
It's all about the money.
And I guess it's also like expensive city. You know, so many people from our surrounding countries like Thailand, everybody, all want to come and play in Singapore, you know. But Singaporeans can't wait to get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Oh, and for next year, also we're gonna throw more housework parties.
Yes. So housework, what is the frequency now? Or do you all not have a frequency? You all throw whenever you all feel like it's ready?
2 months.
Once every 2 months, right?
Because end of the day, brothers in NS, I have a day job, Ming, CEO in some company. So all of us like,
Dude, he's CEO in CD.
Sidley, yeah.
Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, bro. He started from intern and then now he's CEO. So he's
Started from the bottom, like really the bottom. Now we
like first 3 people in the company, all the way to the CEO. It's
One of the most humblest guy.
But yeah, like
It's chill as fuck, man. I love him, man.
if you don't know that he's a CEO, you won't know he's a CEO. He's super chill. And the best thing about it is, right, he is a like high ranking individual. Like he hangs out with all the big boys, right?
Yeah. The network.
Someone like my brother staying in NS, haven't worked yet. Give him an idea, he listens and he does the idea. Like you can tell him to like, hey bro, can you send the email by tomorrow? He will do it. He won't say like, you do it instead. No, everyone does their own equal share and kind of like that. It's like everyone respects each other.
I think it's funny even for him because our previous housework night, during the day, he was hosting Minister Ani Kang in the morning. And then right after that, he changes out to his DJ outfit and he was DJing for one night.
he should have invited the minister, bro.
His Insta story, bro, during the day is a minister.
Batman.
At night is like DJing.
Yeah. What else? Batman. Yeah, back that question was that once every 2 months, because I feel we need the time to just plan everything properly. To be honest with you, can do it 1 month, but I just like having the extra buffer time in case something.
1 month sometimes quite tight.
Do you guys use all these promoters and all that stuff?
we do it.
You just do it.
We tried doing it with a promoter at the start, but then we end up selling more tickets than the promoter, so much do it yourself. Yeah, and I think with this housework, I think same with Revelry also. End of the day, you just want to play. The reason we created this is because no one's booking us, so might as well throw our own party and book ourselves. Like, then you fill up with people, but end of the day, you just want to DJ in front of people. Like everything else aside, the thing that makes me happy the most is DJing to people.
And I truly feel, right, that by doing this, right, if you don't go wayward with a direction, especially for housework, you get a very organic crowd. And it was the first time in my life, 3 of us were playing sets from one of our nights. It was David Guetta as like the last set, but Oliver Heldens, Fisher, and James Hype. People were jumping, like not 1 or 2 people, like the entire club were jumping to Oliver Heldens' song. I've never seen that before in Singapore. So that is what
You found them.
Yeah, that is what we are trying to bring about in Singapore.
Well, basically, this is what we're talking about with Zushan as well. As DJs, we're number 1 community builders. Number 2 is music creators, curators. Sorry, yeah. Number 1 community builders. That's why we were talking about making our own GRC already.
Sign up.
We need to create our own
Meet the people session, alright?
yeah, we need to do a meet the people set.
Shake hands, hey, hi.
Like you can't do that anyway. Like you throw your Revelry parties, you are there. You are like you greet the people that come.
Yeah.
And feel like, oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah, basically that's our GRC, no? But in a just like
then they say, oh, I have this problem. They say, oh, no, beer.
Forget about it.
Solve.
Oh, stamp. Yeah. I guess for you guys specializing in house music and introducing people into the deeper funnels of the house music world. And that's I feel how housework is angled at. And then what is the next evolution of housework?
So right now we are still throwing parties like the Swedish House Mafia, Avicii. I think we realize like if you keep throwing parties that it's like you use this one big name to sell your tickets, people are gonna come for the big name. They're not gonna come for housework. So I think that's what we feel like we didn't do that as well as we should have. The one party that I like was the David Guetta one because we had a list of DJs, so it's like a mini festival. So like every hour you know what genre you're gonna get. So that's what I like. So next year I think it's more you have to think deeper on like not just throwing parties like Swedish House Mafia or Tiesto, but like have like an overall theme and try to build something from there, like a real concept, like real identity.
Basically, it's like our culture, but in the EDM house format. You know, our culture also does like Taylor Swift night la, all this thing.
Not exactly that. I would feel maybe it's looking, if I can tell you anything, it would be like, if you go to a Tomorrowland festival, you know what you're going to expect. Like, oh, I walk inside the festival, this is what I'm going to expect. Wow, this like graphing, this art, this kind of music style. So that is what we want to be.
End of the day, we want people to come to housework because they like housework, the experience.
The experience.
Avicii night, we sold it out, but then people came for Avicii, they didn't come for housework. So we did that wrong. It was nice to play to a lot of people and you like, you know, like you take a story a lot of people, but you know it's not, you didn't get all those people because you did hard work. You did all those people because you like Avicii.
It's like you're picking the right name.
Yeah. You piggyback with... Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you're piggybacking off the already successful person's...
but starting off like that is quite common, right?
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. But when you do that, then the people that come, they come for the artist that you're promoting. They're not coming for you.
Yep.
Yeah, you are organizing the party, but the fans that come, they are not fans of your brand. They are fans of the artist that you're playing. So I think you want to change that a bit. You come because you like the brand. So you come to housework, wow, you play all the best house music. You want to listen to the latest, I don't know, James Hype song, you come to housework, they come home play. Like that.
So how you're gonna like angle that promotion? That means like rather than shout out the DJ.
Yeah, one next year then, bro.
So I say that thing.
If I say, maybe the CEO will get angry.
Lockdown, bro.
Yeah.
Then on Spotify, have you all seen also housework playlist by Spotify? The housework playlist.
There is a song, the Jack Nations. What was it?
Housework.
Yeah,
It's literally called
I
housework.
think the name is super common, bro. But like, I think the three guys behind housework and the idea, the identity is what makes it work. I think
Is housework a trio or a brand?
it's a brand with a trio. No, but for now it's we want it to be a brand, but for now it's a trio. So it's three of us, just three friends trying to make it work.
It's three people trying to create a brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's three people. Are you like hiring anybody for your content, or you just do everything yourself?
It's just us. Whatever you see is us. And some of them, it's like there's like very raw. You get group of friends and you delegate everything. Everyone does the equal share and trying to make it work at the end of the day.
If we grow, then hopefully we'll be like Tiesto. You know, Tiesto is not a one person thing. It's like how many 25 people.
Yeah. Well, when you expand, like I think the fear is when you hire people to do stuff for you, then you need to look at it differently. It's not like I want to throw this party because I like house music. You already need to throw the party to sell tickets to pay the fella that you're hiring. So for now, it's three of us. If we don't sell tickets, we just need to fill up the place already. You don't get paid, never mind. You just want to play music.
Yep.
That's just how we feel.
The intent must be pure lah.
Yeah.
I guess Ming Feng, right, is definitely a good a role model because he really started when the company has nothing and then now the company is everything. So I guess it's the same as housework, you know. You guys start with just three of you guys and then the expansion journey definitely can, you know, take a page out of whatever he has gone through lah. Yeah.
Before we started it also, I was talking to him. I said like, bro, the three of us, three DJs, you are doing this Sydney thing. You seen from the very start till where you are today, you know how to grow something. Why don't you take that, do it for music? I don't think the formula is that different. You already know you need strategy, whatever things that needs to be done, you've done it. Just take it, do it to music. And for me, I'm more into writing. Right? Whatever you need to write, you let me know. I can write for you. He's super creative. He does artwork. He does music. Like his ideas are like, I think Ming's ideas is like tried and tested. And more writing. His ideas are all of this world.
Experimental.
Right, it works. So I think it's a right combination of people.
Perfect. Okay, so any last words for our audience? Maybe you can plug whatever you want to plug. Upcoming shows, housework, Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah, that's Swedish House Mafia is on the 16th of June.
Something like that.
Yeah, 16th of June. It's gonna be the last time we're gonna write on a name to throw a party. So if you like Swedish House Mafia, you should come because the next housework party won't be an artist, it'll be an experience.
Practice that in the toilet.
Okay, thank you so much, Doppelgangerz.
Thank you. Goodbye.